Roadrunner Rundown on Bakersfield.com and the CSUB Roadrunners Digital Network.
Bakersfield punches their ticket to the NCAA tournament.
Live from downtown Bakersfield, California.
Driving Arrington for the win. Yeah! The CSUB Roadrunners are your Western Athletic Conference baseball champions.
Here's the voice of the runners, Corey Costello.
Welcome once again to Roadrunner Rundown, the official program CSUB Roadrunner Athletics. I'm Corey Costello. Welcome once again to the show. We got a good one on store for you today. We're live from back in the studio here in downtown Bakersfield, as out at Bakersfield Hyundai last week, and because, well, we were promoting the big car giveaway coming up for the Blue Gold scrimmage. Details for that, by the way, available now at GoRunners.com if you want to maybe take your chance at a half-court shot to win a Hyundai. But thanks to the folks at Bakersfield Hyundai for having a great event for us out there and allowing us to send Roadrunner Rundown on the road once again. But we're back to happy to be back here in the studio here in Bakersfield for today's program. Got a good one for you. Here's what we got coming up on the show. Dena Freeman-Patton, our new deputy AD at CSUB, will be joining us on the program. She's been here about 2 years, but new title, new responsibilities for Dena. We'll be chatting with her coming up in the next segment. Also coming up on the show, we're going to be speaking with Nicola Barrett. She is our Student Athlete Advisory Committee President. She's also a redshirt junior on the Water Polo team. She plays she plays for the national team in her native South Africa as well. And we'll be speaking with her coming up at the bottom of the hour. Very interesting young lady. And on top of that, she's in charge of the Student Athlete Advisory Committee this year. And SAAC's got some good things planned for 2015-16. So Nicola will join us coming up at the bottom of the hour as we chat with her. And also on the program, Richie Grant, head men's soccer coach, is going to join us. Runners coming off a 2-0 win over Pacific on Sunday. Their final non-conference game. They opened conference play last week with a loss to Incarnate Word. They'll be back in WAC action. Their WAC home opener is Friday night at 7:30 against Grand Canyon. So it should be a good one at the main soccer field. Part of Soccer Night in Bakersfield, as a matter of fact, folks. So get your tickets now. You don't want to miss the doubleheader. Women's team at 5 p.m. and the men's team will play at 7:30. So we will see you out there. Richie Grant will help us preview that coming up in the bottom or the last segment of today's program. Let's get to the highlights. So we're talking about men's soccer. Let's start with Bakersfield. They were at home hosting Pacific, concluding their non-conference slate. Didn't take long to get this one under control for the Roadrunners. 5th minute, Daniel Dreyer. He is going to find Julian Zamora off the keeper's leg and into the back of the net. 1-0 CSUB, just like that. 4 minutes later, it's Dreyer once again for Bakersfield. Dreyer is going to be rewarded for his help on the first goal. The second time around, it's going to be Simon Doherty driving it deep into the defense of Pacific. He finds Dreyer with the finish. It's 2-0 Roadrunners, just like that. One more time here as we take a look at Dreyer's goal in the super slow-mo as he picks up a couple points in the match for his efforts. Second story in this one, though, was CSUB freshman goalkeeper Oscar Glovius, who made an impact early for CSUB, faced 13 shots from Pacific, made 4 saves, including a couple tough ones here, and a couple in dangerous territory as well. Good hands, coupled with 2 goals, give the Runners the 2-0 win at home. As you see, even second half with Pacific really putting the pressure on. Glovius didn't back down, the freshman getting his first start as a Roadrunner. And you know what? Not bad to make your first college start and have a clean sheet as well, as he makes the 4 saves for CSUB, facing the pressure from Pacific in a 2-0 match. Glovius, once again, great play there, and he helps lead the Runners along with the 2 goals to the 2-0 victory. Julian Zamora, his 4th of the season, he leads CSUB with those 4 goals. Daniel Dreyer with a goal as well for the Roadrunners. Runners did, however, lose their conference opener. This was their Wednesday night score at Incarnate Word in San Antonio. Runners actually were down 3-0 in that match. They came back to make it 3-2, close as they would get it, though. So Bakersfield 0-1 in WAC play, although they did even their record up to 2-2-3 on the season. But the incarnate word loss, runners 0-1 in the conference. They'll be back at home, though, and the conference play, it starts in earnest. All conference games here on out for the Runners. Grand Canyon, as I mentioned earlier, at Bakersfield. Friday night, 7:30, and UNLV Sunday night at 6. That's a rematch of the championship match last year in the WAC tournament. So it'll be a good rematch in Bakersfield. Both those matches coming up this weekend at the main soccer field for the CSUB men's soccer team. Watch both those as well on the WAC Digital Network. All right, moving on a little bit here to women's soccer. They were at UTRGV on Sunday. They were trying to sweep a road trip for the first time in their Division I history. Scoreless match until the 80th minute. Alexa Orante finds Amina Settles in the pass to the box, but she is taken down. That's in the box, and that is a penalty kick. Orante will do the honors for the Roadrunners, and she drills it past keeper Erica Gonzalez for the first goal of the match. Just a few minutes later, though, Sabrina Delgado, what a great play coming up. She is going to find Maddie Giamana, Giamana here, and here she is, sets up from 35 yards out in the basket. Look at that shot. Once again, Giamana from 35 yards deep drills it to give the Runners a 2-0 lead. What a shot by Giamana. Bakersfield in control one more time. Look at this one. Wow, no chance for the goalkeeper. And then just 39 seconds later, the Roadrunners are on the attack again. The long flick to Amina Settles. She is going to track it down. Finishes with the tough angle here. 3-0 Roadrunners in control at UTRGV. Bakersfield wins it 3-0. And check this out. They get their first ever sweep on a weekend in their Division I history. So big weekend for CSUB. Matter of fact, they have a share of first place right now in the Western Athletic Conference at 2-0-1. So 3-0 the win over UT Rio Grande Valley. Amina Settles, Maddie Giamana, and Coral Lake all score for Bakersfield. And that came off the heels of their 2-1 victory against New Mexico State on Friday night, I should say. The Runners, Amina Settles with the game winner there. Settles, by the way, your WAC Women's Soccer Player of the Week with her victory helping goals for the Roadrunners. Here's what's coming up for Bakersfield as the Runners will host Missouri, Kansas City. A couple soccer double headers for CSUB this week. The women's team will play 5 on Friday. That will be in front of the men's game at 7:30. So Missouri, Kansas City coming to town. And then Chicago State Sunday. That game was moved in earlier from its original time. It'll be 10:30 a.m. the kickoff on Friday against Chicago State at the main soccer field. So Sunday morning and Friday night matches for Bakersfield as you can catch them in action for this weekend as a couple big games. Good chance to continue their good start in the Western Athletic Conference. Let's head to CSUB Volleyball. They were at Seattle on Saturday trying to bounce back from a loss at Utah Valley on Thursday. First set, 17-15, Seattle hitting net coming up right here, and the Roadrunners will end up going up 17-16 on this play right here as the Roadrunners take the lead. Fast forward here, we're into 2015. CSUB serving. Kelsey Sawyer with the ace. Runners looking now to close it out. 22-19 as the CSUB set. And get used to this name, ladies and gentlemen. Carol Grasso once again with a kill, and that was one of her 16 in the match. Runners now at set point. CSUB going to force a lot of these. A Seattle error. Runners win set 1, 25-20. Second set action tied at 24 apiece. Runners go down 25-24. And then Bakersfield jumping back into that one. Here's a second set action right here. As a matter of fact, tied at 24. So Runners will get that one on the hitting error. Set point Seattle. Bakersfield, though, able to bounce back, but then Seattle's going to capture the 25-24 lead. Got to win by 2. So it's set point Seattle and Bakersfield. Grasso, yes, ties it up at 25 apiece. Actually, they thought they had the point. The ball's still active. Seattle saves it. Let's do it again. Grasso, and she goes off the block. Runners get the point. Now it is set point CSUB as Bakersfield on the set here, and this one will be played off the net, and another set to Grasso, and it's rule the lift, so the Runners now have the set point coming up at set number 2, and here is the final point of the second set. What do you know? The runners almost getting an ace there, and then the block by Louisa Martins. 26-24, runners win second set. Third set, Seattle won. The runners, though now into set number 4, Seattle manages to win that third set, by the way, 25-15. Fourth set action, runners by 5, and then make that 6 off the Seattle air. There was a lot. I'm telling you, 3 consecutive hitting airs. There's number 2 from the Red Hawks. And once again, Seattle's Ivis Ivanis will go off the hitting air as well for the Roadrunners as that one goes out of bounds. So the runners 23-15, they have the lead as Bakersfield trying to close this one out. Nice dig there, and they do. Bakersfield wins it 23, make that 25-15 in the final set. They beat Seattle 3-1. Carol Grasso, 16 kills. Sydney Haynes, 10 kills and 4 blocks as well for the Roadrunners. So Bakersfield with a nice they bounced back. They had lost to Utah Valley, so that was a good win for the runners in the championship rematch in the WAC finals. They're going to be at home. Finally, we have a volleyball team that plays at home because they're going to do it this Thursday for the first time. UT Rio Grande Valley will be in town Thursday at 7 o'clock at the Icardo Center, and that'll be followed by a match on Saturday at 1 at the Icardo Center as well as they take on New Mexico State. Both matches will be live on the WAC Digital Network. So what do you know? They actually get a chance to play at home. I'm sure volleyball's excited about that. They have been on the road quite a bit, and they'll play, matter of fact, I think 6 of the next 7 or so at the Icardo Center. So good for them. They'll be in action this Thursday. So Thursday, Friday, Saturday, Sunday events on campus, and the runners are in town. Plenty of chances to check them out. Hit up the website, gorunners.com, for the complete schedules. We're going to step away and take a break. When we come back, Dena Freeman-Patton will join us. She is our deputy AD, newly minted. We'll be chatting with her about that and some of the things coming up for student-athlete services and all that good stuff here in 2015-16. We'll be back. This is Roadrunner Rundown. Soccer night in Bakersfield, Friday, October 9th, your team and our teams. A celebration of the beautiful game. Bring your team out and receive a special group rate. Call 654-BLUE for more information or visit gorunners.com/ticks for more details. 2 games as both the men's and women's teams will be in action. The first 500 fans receive a limited edition CSUB soccer scarf. We're taking over Kern County Friday, October 9th with Soccer Night in Bakersfield.
Bakersfield! Yeah!
Join the CSUB Alumni Association for the annual Party in the Park, Friday, October 23rd at Alumni Park on campus at CSUB. Tickets are $40 in advance or $50 at the door, or you can take advantage of new VIP tickets, which includes a special 5:30 p.m. admission time and exclusive VIP area for just $60. Make connections with CSUB alumni while enjoying wine, craft beer, along with great food pairings at this marquee event. Buy tickets online and save. Visit csub.edu/partyinthepark, and we'll see you October 23rd.
Introducing a new way to get the news. The Bakersfield Californian e-edition. It's not a website, it's the actual Bakersfield Californian right on your tablet computer, laptop, even your smartphone. All the news, features, pictures, and ads you're used to right at your fingertips. Now you can get the Californian on your schedule, anytime, anywhere, anyplace. Get your new Bakersfield Californian e-edition today. Visit eedition.bakersfield.com.
The Bakersfield Californian is a great read on the iPad, but did you know that the Bakersfield Californian is available on your Kindle Fire? Or how about Google's Nexus 7, the Nook? You bet! You can also read a full replica of the newspaper on your Android-powered smartphone, on Apple's iPhone, or on your laptop. We have a solution for any device. E-edition is free for subscribers, or just $7.99 a month. The Bakersfield Californian. We're everywhere and anytime. Subscribe today. Bakersfield.com.
The Roadrunner Scholarship Fund creates educational opportunities for over 300 student athletes at CSUB. By becoming a member and donating to the Roadrunner Scholarship Fund, you're not only helping the Roadrunners fund the scholarship needs of our teams, you're investing in the future. The Roadrunner Scholarship Fund isn't just developing student athletes. We're developing tomorrow's leaders from lessons learned during competition. For more information, log on to gorunners.com/donate and become a member of the Roadrunner Scholarship Fund.
Roadrunners Basketball 2015-16 season tickets are on sale now. Don't miss your chance to see top-notch NCAA basketball right here on the blue court in Bakersfield. Men's basketball season tickets start as low as $112 for 16 games, or you can buy combination season tickets for every men's and women's home game this season. For all the new season ticket options for this season, visit GoRunners.com and find the ticket that's right for you. CSUB Basketball season tickets available now. To order or for more information, call 654-BLUE. We're back on Roadrunner Rundown. Still to come on the program, Nicola Barrett's going to join us, CSUB Water Polo. She's also the president of the Student Athlete Advisory Committee. We'll be chatting with her about some of the initiatives that SAAC has coming up in 2015-16. And Richie Grant, our head men's soccer coach, will join us coming up in the final segment of the program. The Roadrunners are at home. Their first WAC home game is this Friday night. Friday and Sunday, two big matches for CSUB, so we'll be speaking with Coach Grant as well. Joining us on the program now, she's been around for a couple years, but almost 2 years, right? It was
Almost
November.
2 years, yeah.
It'll be 2 years. But now she is, I meant to bring, and I didn't get a chance to do it. I wanted to get you like a deputy star. Like I wanted to be an official badge that said deputy on it. Our new deputy athletics director, Dena Freeman-Patton. Good to see you again. Congratulations on the new promotion.
Thank you.
So, I mean, you've been around as overseeing academics and a lot of life skills stuff for the last few years. So what does a new position as deputy AD sort of entail?
That title includes most of the student services area.
Mm-hmm.
So as you know, the academic support and the life skills I already oversaw, and we kind of just brought it all together with all of the areas that touch our student athletes on a day-to-day basis. So that includes sports medicine, strength and conditioning, of course, the Runner Ready program, which is our life skills program, and our academic support programs. It also includes kind of touching our student athletes when they leave as well. And so I will be overseeing the varsity club that we're launching this week.
Cool.
That'll kind of connect our former student athletes with our current student athletes and get them becoming a part of the program.
Nice. And so and you brought up the kind of programs, but you've done a lot of program building since coming here. Mm-hmm. You were the first associate AD for academics that we had, and so you got here, and academic support basically consisted of that point as like some university tutor, one university-wide advisor, and coaches running study halls. So in a very short amount of time, you've had to build a lot. You've definitely done a lot of them. Some of the other programs, Runner Ready Life Skills, Runner Excellence Program. Talk about those a little bit and how they help the student athletes.
Okay. Well, the Runner Excellence Program is our academic support program. We call it the REP, Runner Excellence Program, and so it's encouraging our student athletes to represent themselves academically on and off the court and on and off the field, and helping them to navigate through their academic careers while also balancing their athletic careers. So the premise of the Runner Excellence Program is basically treating our student athletes as individuals and not putting them in basically a box of a program, and kind of taking them as individuals, helping them however they need the help. So that includes advisement, includes tutoring, it includes monitoring their academic progress, communicating with faculty on campus, communicating with the college academic advisors, and also preparing them for life after CSUB. The life after part is where the Runner Ready program comes in. Preparing them as soon as they step on our campus to be able to transition through CSUB, first of all, but also help them to figure out what they're going to do in that next step, how they're going to get there. Things such as the Leadership Academy and stuff like that we're going to do to help them, to make them better candidates for jobs, to prepare them to be able to take care of their money, and things like that.
Well, and you led into my next question perfectly. Well done. This summer you created the Student Athlete Leadership Academy, which was really kind of a 2-day retreat that you brought in some guest speakers and things like that. How did you feel that first event went?
I think it went really well. I'm not sure that our student athletes knew exactly what to expect in the beginning, but at the end they really appreciated and enjoyed the process. We had speakers. It was a 2-day event, Friday and Saturday, and we had speakers to come in and talk about different areas of leadership. We had Mayor Hall to come in and speak to us, Dr. Wallace, our Vice President of Student Affairs. Ziggy spoke. We had a number of other speakers there. And I told our student athletes, I said, folks like me pay for conferences like this, and you're getting it for free, and they really appreciate it. We had a great group this summer, and I think some of them actually asked to come back, and do it again, but we only offer it one time for a student athlete, and so we have two representatives from each sport to attend.
Cool.
And so we plan on expanding on it and making it better. Of course, that was our first dry run, and we're going to do it every summer.
Nice, and it seemed like the ones that attended it really seemed to like it, and you could see some of them those that were tabbed as leaders actually taking those roles in their teams as the seasons have opened up as well.
Definitely.
One of the big things that happens over the summer, the Accelerated Academic, or we just call it AASP grant, came from the NCAA, which was huge. I know Leadership Academy was part of that. What other kind of initiatives and support are you going to sort of use with that grant?
Well, the biggest project, I think, from that grant will be an expanded facility to use for basically the Kegley Center that we currently have to be able to support all of our student athletes. Right now we have a smaller space and we need to use some other spaces on campus, but the new center will house everything that we do for our student athletes. And that's probably the biggest project of the grant. We're getting a space from Dr. Mitchell, and so I thank him for that.
Thanks, Dr. Mitchell.
We have there's an old campus dining facility on campus that we will be restructuring and remodeling for our space. Will go from about 1,500 square feet to over 7,000 square feet of space. We'll house our life skills program there. We'll house our study hall, tutoring, advisement. Everything will be in that shop. We'll actually have another piece that's more of the student-athlete well-being side with our strength and conditioning and sports medicine, where we'll have a nutrition center in there as well for our student-athletes to come and get healthy snacks and in between classes and stuff like that.
Awesome. The funny part is, and we talked about this briefly, but you've been a couple different places, but as we mentioned, you came to CSB, there wasn't much in place. And so do you kind of look back at some of the programs that have been built? Because I know I do. Literally, when I started at CSUB, this was the extent of our digital media, a laptop and a microphone. That was it. Now look at all of this. No,
exactly.
but really, you look back once in a while and go, wow, it started with that. So do you do the same thing when you're like, you probably showed up on campus your first day and said, I got a million things to do. Does it happen?
It happened, and I think we realized it this summer. The Kegley Center staff presented to our national organization, the N4A, this summer, and basically talked about where we started, where we're at now, and where we're going. And at the end, we actually showed the things that we accomplished. And looking back at that, I was like, did we really just get all of that done in like a year and a half? So the transformation has been excellent. I think we still have a lot of work to do, but I'm definitely proud of the staff, and I'm proud of CSUB for putting an emphasis on that area and making sure that we're supporting our student athletes in all aspects. So I'm very proud of where we're at right
Absolutely. Now you have a lot of experience other places, Georgia State for 7 years, Maryland, NC State. How did working at all those programs, a little bit larger, a few more resources, help when you got to CSUB with a lot of the work that you had to do?
Well, my experience at Georgia State was somewhat similar because I was there for 7 years and we had some things in place, but not a lot. It was staff size was 2 people, and so we grew. At the time, we also started a football team, so that made things a little tricky. But I was able to take some of the things from my colleagues at Maryland, NC State, Georgia State, and even other schools across the country, and kind of not say, well, because this worked here, it's going to work at CSUB, but to find pieces of what we could do here. And it's easy to come in and say, well, I did it this way at this school, so I'm going to do it here. You can't do that, And so I took the input also from my staff because they have varied experiences as well. Nadine worked at University of Texas. Tiana worked at Mizzou. We have a lot of different aspects, and we just kind of brought it all together and put the brain trust together and came up with some ideas. and tried them out, and we had a great year yesterday. Last year was the first full year. We had a full staff, and we kind of implemented the Runner Excellence
Right. I remember you guys came on the program and we laid it all out.
Yeah. And so we evaluated at the end of the year, and we were this close. We almost accomplished everything we wanted to do. I think we shot a little high, but it showed us the areas that we can do. I mean, we've improved in all areas, whether it be APR, graduation rates, GPA, all of it. So it shows that it works.
Sure.
And so we'll just continue to keep pushing that envelope.
And I know another thing you're really big at, and it's helped me a little bit. I know you network like nobody's business. Like, I'm gonna tell you folks, Dena, I mean, the times that she's maybe gone on a basketball trip, and she always has a lunch with somebody on some other campus. I mean, and so that stuff I've started using that now. If we try something new, I pick up the phone, I call somebody else. Hey, I noticed you guys are doing this. Tell me about it. I mean, how much has that helped in your business model?
Tremendously. I mean, I've done it probably the past 5 years. I started it when I was at Georgia State. When you travel with the team and you have study hall, you may not have other roles.
Yeah.
You're just sitting around some of the time. And so I started just calling up, even if I didn't know them to begin with. I'll call them and just say, can I look at your facilities? Can I see what you're doing? And, talk to you about some ideas. And so that's been very helpful to me.
Nice. Well, it's helped us as well. Congratulations on the deputy AD post, and good luck with all the I know more initiatives coming out, and hopefully get that Kegley Center, the new one, up and running here very shortly.
Definitely.
So then when that's done, you'll be really be able to look back and say, wow, even better. Right. So awesome. Dena, Freeman-Patton here on Roadrunner Rundown. We'll catch up there throughout the year. I'm sure we're going to have more good stuff.
All right. Thanks a lot, Corey.
All right. We'll be back, folks. When we come back, Nicola Barrett's going to join us. She is our president of the Student Athlete Advisory Committee and a redshirt junior in water polo. More to come. This is Roadrunner Rundown. Soccer Night in Bakersfield, Friday, October 9th, your team and our teams. A celebration of the beautiful game. Bring your team out and receive a special group rate. Call 654-BLUE for more information or visit GoRunners.com/ticks for more details. 2 games as both the men's and women's teams will be in action. The first 500 fans receive a limited edition CSUB soccer scarf. We're taking over Kern County Friday, October 9th with Soccer Night in Bakersfield. Bakersfield! Yeah! Join the CSUB Alumni Association for the annual Party in the Park, Friday, October 23rd at Alumni Park on campus at CSUB. Tickets are $40 in advance or $50 at the door, or you can take advantage of new VIP tickets, which includes a special 5:30 p.m. admission time and exclusive VIP area for just $60. Make connections with CSUB alumni while enjoying wine, craft beer, along with great food pairings at this marquee event. Buy tickets online and save. Visit csub.edu/partyinthepark, and we'll see you October 23rd.
Introducing a new way to get the news. The Bakersfield Californian e-edition. It's not a website, it's the actual Bakersfield Californian right on your laptop, tablet computer, even your smartphone. All the news, features, pictures, and ads you're used to right at your fingertips. Now you can get the Californian on your schedule, anytime, anywhere, anyplace. Get your new Bakersfield Californian e-edition today. Visit eedition.bakersfield.com.
The Bakersfield Californian is a great read on the iPad, but did you know that the Bakersfield Californian is available on your Kindle Fire? Or how about Google's Nexus 7, the Nook? You bet. You can also read a full replica of the newspaper on your Android-powered smartphone, on Apple's iPhone, or on your laptop. We have a solution for any device. E-edition is free for subscribers, or just $7.99 a month. The Bakersfield Californian. We're everywhere and anytime. Subscribe today. Bakersfield.com.
Roadrunners Basketball 2015-16 season tickets are on sale now. Don't miss your chance to see top-notch NCAA basketball right here on the blue court in Bakersfield. Men's basketball season tickets start as low as $112 for 16 games, or you can buy combination season tickets for every men's and women's home game this season. For all the new season ticket options for this season, visit GoRunners.com and find the ticket that's right for you. CSUB basketball season tickets available now. To order or for more information, call 654-BLUE.
The Roadrunner Scholarship Fund creates educational opportunities for over 300 student athletes at CSUB. By becoming a member and donating to the Roadrunner Scholarship Fund, you're not only helping the Roadrunners fund the scholarship needs of our teams, you're investing in the future. The Roadrunner Scholarship Fund isn't just developing student athletes. We're developing tomorrow's leaders from lessons learned during competition. For more information, log on to gorunners.com/donate and become a member of the Roadrunner Scholarship Fund.
Welcome back to Roadrunner Rundown. My thanks to Dena Freeman-Patton for joining us in the last segment. Also, still to come on the program, Richie Grant will join us, our head men's soccer coach. They're opening up their conference schedule at home on Friday night. They've got Grand Canyon and UNLV this week, so a very tough schedule for CSUB men's soccer. So Coach Grant will talk with us coming up in the next segment. But I want to welcome to the program now. She is our president of the Student Athlete Advisory Committee, also redshirt junior with CSUB Water Polo. It's Nicola Barrett. Nicola, good to see you. How you doing?
Good. How are you?
Good. First of all, let's let people know what exactly SAAC is. What does the Student Athlete Advisory Committee do, and how do you help student athletes?
Well, basically, Corey, we like a group of students, all from different teams, kind of the leaders on the teams, and we are the voice of our student athletes. So we have meetings each month where we get together and we kind of talk about things that are coming up. We've got one really big initiative this quarter coming up that we are super excited about, and we kind of find out what's happening on each other's teams, what the problems are, what the things that are going well, and we share them with each other. And it's kind of like, it's a really nice way for all of us to kind of get together and really speak our minds and be the voice of our teams.
Now, you have a lot of things planned for this year. What are some of the major initiatives that SAAC is working on this year?
Our biggest one this quarter is the toy drive, 14th of November. We have a basketball game happening on the 14th of November at 7 p.m. Straight afterwards, we're having a lip sync. It's brilliant. It's all the athletes. Each team is going to be acting out a lip sync. And basically, we're doing that so that we can raise money and toys for an initiative that we have where we all go out in December and we hand out these toys to children who don't have anything for Christmas.
Right.
And this year, we're actually teaming up with ASI and a lot of the clubs and organizations on campus, just because we are student athletes and there's no point in being a different entity to them when we can work with them and do even better. So we're going to really blow it out the water this year, and we're going to just kill it with all those toys. I'm so excited.
Yeah, it should be a lot of fun.
Yep.
And you guys have a great strategy for this year. I'm looking forward to it. So you have the chance to be SAAC president this year. What made you think, I want to do that? I want to take on that responsibility.
Well, it was something that I kind of I saw Lauren Kaufman, who was our previous president, and the things she did, and I absolutely loved what she did, especially these initiatives like Toy Drive, and it's something that really hits home for me. Back in South Africa in high school, I used to be very much a part of things like Habitat for Humanity and giving back to my society, and I think that if I brought that here and something that I can really push forward. I know that there are things that I'm good at organizing and I'm good at moving forward with these kind of initiatives and speaking about it. And I thought if I can be that voice, I'm going to be.
Yeah.
Why not? Like if I can do it well, then I'm going to do it well. So
awesome. No, and I know last week you guys had a lot of student athletes were out at Rosewood, and you can see some of the video that's rolling right now. I mean, you had quite a few. Pretty much every team that was in town was out there helping out, and that's what seemed like a great showing for some of the SAAC members and all the teams to just get involved and help out in a great community event.
Yeah, it was so special, and it's just something that, when you're actually there, you feel so much more deeply than, just actually hearing about it. When people see the video, even the video footage doesn't touch you as much as when you're there, and you're in that moment when you're speaking to some of the seniors and the things that they've experienced, and it's so special, and it kind of really gets you. You guys were running you guys were running one of the hardest games I think in America. Yeah, there it is in the pool. You're one of the groups in the pool. There you guys are running the very tough ring toss there, but and some of your teammates helping out. And you guys had, Water Polo seemed to have a great showing. Oh, we did. We had our whole team there. We had about 21 girls there, including our coaches. Nice. And we all kind of worked in different areas. A lot of us worked in the pool, obviously. Yeah. But we had girls kind of on the golf course. We had girls everywhere, which was really special. And I think for all our student athletes who did so well, not just water polo. We had our wrestlers out there. We had basketball who were working with us in the pool, actually, which was quite special.
Right.
Quite interesting to see them in that area. Yeah.
Yeah, and the great part is the funny thing that always cracks me up is when the SAAC president comes from whatever team. That team that year is so involved in everything.
Oh,
so
of course.
I'm sure your teammates are like, all right, Nicola, we'll go again, because you're probably bothering them, saying, okay, we got to go, ladies.
Yeah. No, definitely. And last year, I think we really tried to get there. Luckily, we had, the swimmers are always very involved, which is awesome. And we kind of just right behind them, So it's quite nice. I always push my team, of course, but all our SAAC reps on our team are brilliant.
Nice.
I think on all the teams. So yeah, it's looking good this year.
Yeah, for sure. Now, let's. How much have you enjoyed? I mean, you talked about SAAC and some of the stuff that you've done. How much have you enjoyed the other things about being a student athlete at CSUB, apart from the competition, with water polo?
Well, I mean, just being a student in general, I tend to try and be very involved. I find that that's just something that I love doing. I know a lot of our student athletes are. Time management can be a bit of a problem, but getting involved just in general has been something really great for me. And I know that a lot of the other student athletes. So, I'm part of the international committee. So we have a lot of things going on that I'm quite excited about. And, I think in general, student athletes find a way to kind of just really be a present on campus. And I think that's pretty important.
Yeah, for sure. And on top of that, from that aspect, there's the involvement, and then you've got the water polo aspect, which you guys had a pretty good run last year. You were nationally ranked at one point. You play in the toughest conference imaginable. It is literally, and I always make the comparison to what the SEC is in football.
Yeah.
That's what the MPSF is in water polo, playing very tough teams week in and week out.
Yeah, we actually find that our MPSF conference is actually harder than our NCAA tournament at the end of the day, because we have number 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 7, and then us, and we are around 21 at the moment.
Right.
And for us to compete at that level, you shake the hands of Olympians every single weekend, and it's something really special. Especially when we can do something good against them. I think this year we're really looking at taking San Jose, Arizona, and even Cal. So it's something, we've got a nice big team. We've got some nice internal competition, which kind of pushes us to all work harder. And so we've got some good polo coming up this year. I'm very excited for it. So yeah.
Has playing in that conference sort of helped? Is it kind of that old adage like iron sharpens iron? I mean, has it helped your program get better because of the level of competition you're facing every week?
Totally. We're starting to get some really good recruits because we're in Division 1, we're in the MPSF, and we have 3 teams from our conference go to NCAAs, whereas on the East Coast, you have to fight to just first get into you have to win their conference and then play to try and get into NCAAs. And I think it's really improved our program because we are in the top league. We are in the most elite league you can find in the country, and that brings in recruits. It brings in our training. We step it up, and the moment any girl in practice starts feeling a bit tired or starts feeling I don't know if I really want to push myself, it becomes, guys, MPSF attitude. We've got the attitude of Stanford, we've got the attitude of USC, and there is no difference between us besides, money. I mean, USC, Stanford, all of them, maybe they're able to hand out full scholarships, but we get the time to train just as much as them.
Right.
We have the same amount of hours in the pool, so we just know that how hard we have to work. And I think that's something actually pretty special for our team in terms of teamwork. We all know what we need, and we push together.
And you
which
guys,
is quite special.
And you guys will be hosting the MPSF tournament this year, which will be awesome. Chance for folks in Bakersfield to really take a look at that sport. And you actually not only play at CSUB, but you're involved in your national team back home, back in South Africa. You actually won the 8 Nations Cup this past summer. What was that like?
We did. Oh, that was just something I've never actually experienced before. We went in, it's an amateur tournament, but South Africa's always gone to play in the big leagues. We've always played against USA, against all those really top countries. And we always kind of put down and push down a little bit. And then we went to this tournament where we're actually, we're a step above all those amateur teams. And we train just as much as them. We don't get all the time to meet together, and we're all at different parts of the country. Yeah. And to know that we have that talent in South Africa, and to actually, stand up there with gold for your country is something incredible. And we actually have a freshman on the team who was with me, Ruby Fastfeld, and then we also had an alumni. Sam. So it was actually a great representative from Bakersfield.
Right.
So that was really special too. I mean, 3 of us on the team all from here.
Very cool. And the thing, as I've told this before, water polo is one of the few sports that I'm still trying to understand because there's a lot of whistles involved, right? And usually whistles in sports mean stop, but in water polo you play on. So I get confused by that. But the other part is is your guys' headwear.
Yes.
Your what are they? You guys call them caps? Are these caps?
Yeah, caps.
It looks like an old style NFL football helmet without the face mask.
Yeah.
So you mind if I try the cap on here?
Please do. I brought you my number.
Oh, great. Yeah, this number 4. There we go.
Yeah.
So let's
Oh, it looks wonderful.
I should just do the rest of the show in this thing right here. I'm going to tell you. I like this.
Fits you perfectly.
Because then I feel like I run into walls or something with this. Yeah, there we go. I got the little
ears are protected.
These must be important. Like you get hit in the ear a lot. Is that what these are for?
Especially if you're in set and wrestling a lot. That's very important.
I like how you use the word wrestling. It is pretty physical, isn't it?
It's pretty physical. Under the pool, under the water,
because the referees can't really see what's happening below the water.
No.
But you don't play that way. You're probably as clean as possible.
Of course.
Right.
Me.
Follow the rules always.
All the time.
All right. Well, good luck for the upcoming season.
Thank you.
We'll definitely keep folks posted on all the events happening.
Awesome.
With SAAC. We'll get you on as we get closer to the toy draft coming up on November 14th as well. All right, perfect. All right, we're going to go to break, and I'm going to wear this as we do. We'll be right back. Richie Grant will join us, CSUB men's soccer head coach, and we'll talk to him about soccer night in Bakersfield coming up on Friday night. We'll be back in a water polo cap. This is Roadrunner Rundown. Soccer night in Bakersfield, Friday, October 9th, your team and our teams. A celebration of the beautiful game. Bring your team out and receive a special group rate. Call 654-BLUE for more information or visit GoRunners.com/ticks for more details. 2 games as both the men's and women's teams will be in action. The first 500 fans receive a limited edition CSUB soccer scarf. We're taking over Kern County Friday, October 9th with Soccer Night in Bakersfield. Bakersfield! Yeah! Join the CSUB Alumni Association for the annual Party in the Park, Friday, October 23rd at Alumni Park on campus at CSUB. Tickets are $40 in advance or $50 at the door, or you can take advantage of new VIP tickets, which includes a special 5:30 p.m. admission time and exclusive VIP area for just $60. Make connections with CSUB alumni while enjoying wine, craft beer, along with great food pairings at this marquee event. Buy tickets online and save. Visit csub.edu/partyinthepark, and we'll see you October 23rd.
The Roadrunner Scholarship Fund creates educational opportunities for over 300 student athletes at CSUB. By becoming a member and donating to the Roadrunner Scholarship Fund, you're not only helping the Roadrunners fund the scholarship needs of our teams, you're investing in the future. The Roadrunner Scholarship Fund isn't just developing student athletes. We're developing tomorrow's leaders from lessons learned during competition. For more information, log on to GoRunners.com/donate and become a member of the Roadrunner Scholarship Fund.
The Bakersfield Californian is a great read on the iPad, but did you know that the Bakersfield Californian is available on your Kindle Fire? Or how about Google's Nexus 7, the Nook? You bet. You can also read a full replica of the newspaper on your Android-powered smartphone, on Apple's iPhone, or on your laptop. We have a solution for any device. E-Edition is free for subscribers, or just $7.99 a month. The Bakersfield Californian. We're everywhere and anytime. Subscribe today. Bakersfield.com.
In a fertile valley, a growing university with record enrollment and graduates serving the needs of a thriving community, a tradition of athletic excellence. Now a part of the Western Athletic Conference. CSU Bakersfield.
Roadrunners basketball 2015-16 season tickets are on sale now. Don't miss your chance to see top-notch NCAA basketball right here on the blue court in Bakersfield. Men's basketball season tickets start as low as $112 for 16 games, or you can buy combination season tickets for every men's and women's home game this season. For all the new season ticket options for this season, visit GoRunners.com and find the ticket that's right for you. CSUB basketball season tickets available now. To order or for more information, call 654-BLUE. Welcome back to Roadrunner Rundown. My thanks to Nicola Barrett, the president of the Student Athlete Advisory Committee. Dena Freeman-Patton joining us as well, our deputy AD. And now joining us on the program, getting ready for a probably one of the toughest and most important weekends of the soccer season is our men's head coach Richie Grant, as the Runners host Grand Canyon on Friday and championship rematch with UNLV on Sunday. Coach, how you doing?
Very good. Good to be back. It's been a minute.
Yeah, it has, and you guys have been on the road back and forth. You got a chance to be back at home Sunday though, and get a home victory against Pacific, coming off the loss to Incarnate Word. Even though Pacific was a non-conference game, how important was that match just to play well, get a couple goals early, and try out a new goalkeeper, and get a victory?
Yes to all of the above. We've been 8 games into the season and only 2 at home, so it's a difficult stretch to have 6 away from the main field. We had a great game against LMU a couple of weeks back, but for the most part we've been traveling, we've been on flights, we've had tough games away, so to even out our record on Sunday, it was important that we performed well and got a good result, and I think in that game we just started so well, got ourselves a couple of goals, found ourselves up 2-0, and then for periods of the game we protected what we had.
Right.
So both of those qualities were good for us at this stage.
And it's kind of funny because you automatically think, 2-0 lead is good, but it does a couple things. It sort of changes your attacking mentality, and it changes your opponent's mentality, because now instead of them maybe being so worried about possession or each touch, they're just firing away, trying to get one goal at least to get back in the match. So it changes things, doesn't it?
Yeah, and it did, and it asked some questions at Oscar, because I thought they played some good balls in behind, and he came off his line extremely quickly and nullified the opportunities. But what was disappointing for us is that because they, because they do expose themselves, you have to get the third goal.
Right.
And we had a couple of chances to do that. We had some breakaways, and that's an opportunity for a striker maybe to get another goal. And 2 was enough on the night, but we would have liked it to be a little bit more clinical and maybe in terms of closing the game off.
For sure, and we're showing some of the highlights of Oscar, what he did. He did a good job in goal, so now you got 2 really good goalkeepers you can go to at any point. That's got to be pretty important as a coach.
Yeah, it's great. They both had shutouts this year. We made the choice to give Oscar a run because he hadn't had a game yet outside of preseason. So it was good that we got him a full match, and it was very good for him and the team that he kept a clean sheet.
Yeah, absolutely, and good couple goals as well from Zamora and Dreyer. So now you have this weekend's games against a very tough WAC schedule that we were talking off air. The conference is absolutely, on fire now as far as the quality of teams in it. But Seattle's at 2-0, Utah Valley's at 2-0, but you're going to see Grand Canyon, who's coming in at 2-0 as well, and UNLV at 1-1. So those teams obviously going to be pretty tough.
And more important, Corey, than their conference record, the non-conference segment for most of the teams has been tremendous.
Right.
Some teams with 9 wins already in the league. Seattle
9-2, Utah Valley 9-2.
It's really, really impressive. UNLV are having a great season, and all the rest of the teams have carried their weight.
Right.
They've all done well, so that makes for a good league. When I took this job, I think the league was maybe second to last in the nation.
Yeah.
And it was brand new. It was only 1 year old. Last year it improved, but the goal for the coaches is that we become a multiple bid league. And the way that this season is setting up is very promising for us.
Yeah, a couple teams nationally ranked in Seattle and Utah Valley. UNLV had that loss to RGV, so kind of not sure where that's going to put them rankings-wise. But you get a chance to play Grand Canyon on Friday night. Let's talk about that match first. This is a team 2-0. They're 6-3 on the season. What do you expect out of that squad coming in after they coming off a win as well?
I've had the opportunity to watch them play. Know their coaching staff really well. Shellis was at SMU when I was at Memphis. And they've done a great job with the players that they because they basically inherited the program from last year. They're playing good football. They have confidence now with 6 wins. I think they went into Portland and won a game. So this is a team that they score goals. So we're watching tape. We're going to be very diligent in the way we prepared. And the nice thing about the Western Athletic Conference is that you have some time to get ready for the Friday game.
Yeah.
The downside is that you have so little time to prepare for the Sunday game. But you have to take the advantage of having some training time. We took some rest on Monday, and now we have a couple of days. And all you can do is really get your lads ready for the Friday night match.
Yeah.
So we're Grand Canyon are a good team. They're very well coached. They're organized. So we have to be at our best on Friday, which we haven't been yet.
Right.
But we have to be at our best on Friday night.
Is it tough to sort of, and we've talked about how tough it is to play Friday, Sunday, but does the Sunday match change, and is that when you are maybe working a few different lineup combinations, or you're getting more guys some minutes and trying to shuffle things around to sort of see what will work on a Sunday?
You have to get more guys more minutes, because the fatigue from the Friday game just becomes a factor on the Sunday game.
Yeah.
So more players play. Your formation changes a little bit. It's like trying to win a conference championship. When you look at the games at the end, they can be a little bit looser.
Right.
There's more goal scoring opportunities, and it's just very difficult to play Friday, Sunday. It never bothers me as a coach because we're all doing the same thing.
Right.
And we've done it out of the blocks from the start of the season. That is just what college soccer is. People have messed with Wednesday, Saturday, Thursday, Saturday. Everybody's trying different things, but at the end of the day, you still have a second game. That's a grind. It's physically demanding on the players, and more importantly, it's just mentally challenging. Yeah. So the good thing for us is we've been in that game already this year in 100 degrees of heat.
Right.
So we've already coped with those challenges. It's now, can you find a way to get points in those games?
And even to add an extra wrinkle to it, the WAC even did a weird one this year where teams will play on a Friday, and then you're pretty much going to travel home together, and then you're going to play. So when you guys face Utah Valley, you'll both have a game on Friday somewhere, and then you're going to come to Bakersfield and play on Sunday. So there's a travel day mixed in for both teams on a random weekend.
And I mean, look at the next 2 weeks that we have. It's awesome for our program. We have 2 home games with Grand Canyon and UNLV, who are both doing really well. And then we go on the road to Seattle, who's the number 1 team in our conference at the moment, and then you come back and you play Utah Valley. So that's our next 2 weeks. But the advantage is that 3 of them are at home.
Right.
I know we talked off air yesterday about the evening kickoffs on Sunday. We're trying as hard as we can to make that, give the fans, get them out of the heat on Sundays.
Right.
So we're going with a 6 o'clock kickoff against UNLV, hoping that helps.
Yeah.
And then we'll resume to 1 o'clock when we play Utah Valley the following week.
Yeah, and it's our own little version of Sunday Night Football, is what it is. And but I guarantee you the game will be better than what you see on TV, because the stuff on TV on Sunday night stinks anyway when it comes to the NFL. So you need to
come out to the main field.
Yeah, come out to the main soccer field. You'll be much more entertained, I guarantee you. And we serve shaved ice, which people seem to love.
Yes, they do.
We've got that going.
And it's still warm enough.
And it's still warm enough to do that. You got a couple guys that are just starting to really seem to find their footing. We saw Daniel Dreyer have a very good game the other day. Julian Zamora picking up another goal. He's got 4 on the year. Christian's got 3 on the year. So are you kind of starting to like your attack a little bit? We knew at the beginning of the year you're going to score plenty of goals, but it seemed like it was going to take a little bit to get your footing, and it seems like that's starting to happen.
No, you've got it. I mean, the stats don't really lie there. And Julian has 4 goals in 3 games now, and he's a real handful when he gets playing with confidence, and his movement has been really, really good. So we just need to keep him going. As a striker, he needs that confidence. And I thought he took his goal really, really well within 4 minutes of the game the other day. Daniel
drilled it off the keeper's thigh, too.
Yep, but he lifted it over him, and his movement was good to put him in there. I mean, all 4 of his goals have been one touch.
Yeah.
And to get Daniel playing alongside him, and he provides industry, and basically he scrapped to get his goal.
Right.
But you like a centre forward that's in the 6-yard box waiting for half a chance, and he buried it. And he had a good chance against Incarnate Word. So he's finding now the opportunities. And finally on Sunday it went in for him. So, I'm a big fan of having 2 lads up front that can score goals.
Yeah, absolutely. And you guys seem to get, the defense is starting to get better. And there was some spots and new faces back there. But I think, Zimmerman in the back had a good game the other night, and it continues to be as a freshman, it continues to be very promising.
Yep. And it's all about the way we defend as a team. And we're coming off a shutout, and that was important. And we needed Oscar, but I thought for the most part we looked pretty tight, and we were going to be difficult to score against the other night. There was safety in numbers.
Yeah.
The lads got themselves behind the ball very well. So that's we're coming off some confidence there, and we now know that we have to be able to do it both sides. And I think there's more in us. I don't think we've peaked yet at all. So hopefully here in the next couple of weeks, now that we're well played in, and that the non-conference segment is over, and we have some home matches in front of us, it's time for us to really start arriving at our best football.
And as you pointed out, everybody's going to start playing this same kind of schedule. You have the advantage because a lot of it's at home, but everyone's going to start playing Friday, Sunday now, and it's going to really change things, especially for the Sunday match. So you hope maybe you can take advantage of that a little bit on your end of things and get a couple wins and some points at home. So once again, Grand Canyon, it's going to be Friday night, 7:30, and then it'll be UNLV Sunday night at 6. Both those matches on the WAC Digital Network as well, so folks can follow along there. And Coach, good luck to you in those matches.
Thanks for everything for Friday. I mean, we know we're going to have a great crowd. Yeah. And that's nice to be able to say on Friday. There's going to be a lot of people out there. Women's game, men's game. There's been great support from the campus, from the marketing staff. So really excited about that one. That was one we kind of marked on the calendar in the off season. So hoping that the community shows up and that we get 2 CSUB wins for them.
Yeah, that'd be great to get a nice sweep on a Friday night. And like we said, a lot of folks, we sort of dubbed it soccer night in Bakersfield. We wanted people to really get a chance to take a look at the product and see both teams play. And I think both teams right now come in with a little bit of swagger. So I think it should be a really good night for the fans. So all right, Coach, well, good luck, and we'll talk to you again soon.
Thanks, Cordy. All
right, Richie Grant here on Roadrunner Rundown. Folks, you can get this show anytime online at GoRunners.com. You can check out archive editions of the program as well and see what you missed on other shows. Next week on the program, we're going to have a lot of soccer to still talk about, volleyball as well. We'll start previewing the basketball seasons because practice opened up just a couple days ago. As a matter of fact, yesterday for the women's team. So basketball practice is underway. Season for the winter sports is just around the corner. So we'll have more previews on that on next week's program. Thanks so much for joining us, folks. We'll catch you next time. This has been Roadrunner Rundown.